Salaam is one of the busiest cities in Africa and also the largest port city in East Africa. About 10% of the whole population of Tanzania live in the capital. That means almost 4.5 million people. The city has many problems connected to urbanization. Indeed, Tanzania must develop solutions related to urbanization to ensure sustainable development for all. But this is critical to achieve when we know that demographic change is still a challenge to culture, to habitacy, to food and agriculture system, just naming a few. The situation is even harsh to rural areas. It hits education and economic systems mostly.
I'm Gertrude Ntulu. I'm an assistant lecturer at Tumaini University, Dar es Salaam College. I teach library and information studies.
My name is Wenda Nyato, a student from Tumaini University, Dar es Salaam. I'm studying Bachelor in Library and Information Studies.
And I am Nancy Mache. I'm assistant lecturer at Tumaini University, Dar es Salaam College from Faculty of Arts and Social Sciences in Department of Library and Information Studies. I teach all courses in economics, marketing, business, and information.
My name is Agnes Maturanya. I'm pursuing Bachelor of Library and Information Science. I'm in the third year.
Our guests are women from Tanzania. They share their experience about this phenomena and how it relates to women in different perspectives. My name is Thierry Francis Mbabane, your host. Like in any other place in Africa, Tanzanian women are the pillar of the family. They are involved in all affairs dealt in a household. In recent years, African women have strongly emerged economically by holding a significant stake in the private sector. They run businesses on a small scale, which is in the long run drive strongly their national economy. However, after their small businesses, after their work in the small plots where they grow different crops, they do much more work when they go back home. They make sure that men and children are fed. They make sure children have done their school homework and go to sleep on time. They take care of cleaning, fetching water, and some will also go to school to improve their skills. They are very busy.
Me, I think a Tanzanian woman, an ordinary woman, is someone who is very strong, courageous, a person who is willing to do anything for her family, willing to sacrifice everything for the betterment of the family.
Yeah, as Gertrude said, some years back, a woman did not have value as it is nowadays.
Yeah.
They are very strong, courageous, risk taker, bearers. It's quite different like before. As nowadays, most of women's, they work, they struggle in micro entrepreneurs, they're educated, they're quite different. Yeah.
This is going to be very interesting because we have also students. And for you, what do you think your role in your family?
Nowadays, Tanzania women are the head of families. They do what men do.
Like?
Some women are engineers, entrepreneurs, farmers. Yeah.
In my perspective, I can see and prove this. Women now are main producers of the family because they fight and stand for family interest in anyhow in any matters. Women are involved in everything going on in the families.
When you say that they're main producers, you want to mean that
providers.
Providers.
Yes.
You want to mean that before it was like men who were providing, but today.
Yes, everyone. Women were depending on their husband to do for them, but nowadays
it has changed.
It's not anymore.
They're hard workers.
Despite that a woman is a cornerstone in the family, she struggles to get to higher education. Though both men and women have problems to attend school, women encounter the most problematic. For instance, early pregnancy or forced marriage at the early age. Tanzania is also a patriarchal society, but today, parents understand that education is crucial to both boys and girls in the family. And this could change the mindset of the people. Now,
Yes.
In your family, you are ladies, women, or there's also some boys, men?
Yes.
You're mixed.
Yes.
And many reports says that when it comes to families that cannot really afford to give an education, get their children to high education, they prefer to give to men or boys. And in that situation, it's hard for women to get educated. And they stay in the rural area. They cannot go any other places to compete for any other job.
I don't know. To some families, yes. Yes, it is still there. But to my family, it was not there. Probably because my father was very, very ambitious. He was not that much educated, but he wanted us, the children, to be educated. Since we were little, we were exposed to education. There was nothing else than education to him. If you want if you want him to give you anything, just tell him about education. I want this book, I want this, I want this. If it is about education, he was willing to do anything for you, even to sell some of the family, whatever, for you to get whatever you want to get your education. He was like that, and I'm proud of him.
And he is not the only one. I guess there are still many other men in Africa
yes, they are.
who are thinking in that way.
Yes, they are.
The online statistics portal, Statica, believe that today more than 30% of the whole population of Tanzania live in urban areas and cities. By 2030, according to the World Bank, it is projected that more Tanzanians will live in urban areas than in rural areas, with Dar es Salaam alone exceeding 10 million people. More than 23 millions of Tanzanians are working. The World Bank predicts that in 2030, at least 45 millions will be having a decent job. But this rural exodus is not necessarily good to unequal development. Rural area, for example, will still suffering from development. Educated people are living at a quite big number and they don't look behind. There are lack of teachers, lack of technicians, and there are still many people who didn't get any chance to access education.
nsanze urukundo ruruta byose kwihishira n'ukwibeshya no gusasa yeah. nzahora ngukunda yeah. ntaruka nyuma yeah. tambuka oya ntutinye kugwa turi kumwe abifuza ko nabivamo nibazi yuko ari wowe ngwino tubijyane bucece kuva nakumenya wanyibukije umudendezo.
Gertrude and Nancy came in different areas to build their life in the capital, in Dar es Salaam. Their experience shows that there might be some other significant reasons that would take people to the capital. Maybe I can start with teachers. All of you come from Dar es Salaam?
I'm working there, but originally I'm not from Dar es Salaam.
You're from?
I'm from Rukwa region, Sumbawanga. It is around 900 and something kilometers from Dar es Salaam. So it is very far.
Nancy?
Yes, the same one, sir. Originally from Kilimanjaro, Mosh.
Yeah.
But I can say that I'm staying in Dar es Salaam and working there. So I'm having the family, so I'm staying in Dar es Salaam.
So why Dar es Salaam? Why not Kilimanjaro? Why not where you come from?
I've told you that I'm working there. In Rukwa, we don't have a university, which I've got the courses that I'm teaching because I'm working there at the university. That's why I'm in Dar es Salaam. I'm working there with my family. All of us are there.
Is it the same thing?
Yeah.
I think Moshi, they have, at least Arusha, they have some.
They do, but you know, Dar es Salaam is a city, big city. You know, when we started our education, it's like you find yourself that maybe there are some quite reason why I am there. Like when I was in primary school, I was at Kilimanjaro. Then on ordinary level, then secondary school at Dar es Salaam. Then I proceed there until university level. Then I found myself there. It was my place for starting life, getting married and working. So all my activities are conducted at Dar es Salaam. It's not like I planned from years ago that I'll stay in Dar es Salaam. And it's just happened.
Yeah. This is interesting again because we have two reasons why people can be in the capital.
Yeah, it's just...
What do you think when you look at other places in Tanzania where they cannot really afford to have a university And your teachers, you cannot really have many opportunities to stay where you belong or with your community. How do you see this issue?
You know, to me, I think most people do like to live in cities because they want white-collar jobs. But if they are creative enough, if they think that they can also work, they can also be productive in their regions where they come from, they can also stay there and work there and do something which is very, very productive to the community. The problem is that most people do think and are still thinking about white-collar jobs. That's why a lot of people move from villages, move from rural areas to towns, because they are looking for white-collar jobs. But I think it is high time now that we should think of being productive to our community, giving back what our communities gave us. Because, you know, Africans will have these extended families. When I was schooling, a lot of people were involved in my schooling to pay my tuition fees, to counsel me, to do what and what, to help me get education, get a better education. It was not only my father, not only my mother, or not only my families, my uncles, aunties, etc., etc. But after getting education, after being educated, you move somewhere else. You don't think about being productive to your area, to the place that you came from.
Why?
Those people have got problems. It is because we have this perception of only thinking about white-collar jobs. I need to be employed somewhere. I need to do this. We don't think about doing something which is productive to the community from places where we come from.
Alfajiri imefika, anga inang'aa, mvua inaanza katika, ghafla tumbo la njaa. Naweka sauti kwa spika, nipate umea wada. Mara simu inaita, jina langu twa, akisema mama yoi kitandani, kama si wa leo wa kesho. Na kupona sizani upate japo neno la mwisho. Nina mtoto wa pekee, nyumbani wananitegemea. Mdogo wangu wa kike, hali dunia lishagolewa. Tazama jasho langu la mnyonge, kipato hakikidhi mahitaji. Napiga moyo konde, ya Rabbi Mola ndo mpaji. Matatizo yatakwisha lini? Matatizo kila siku, ewe Mola. Matatizo yatakwisha lini? Japo likizo nifurahi na mimi.
You grew up in Salaam. You did your studies there. You managed to get a job, then build a family there. What do you feel? You feel like struggled in a capital where there is a lot of competition and maybe men will come before?
Yeah. Growing there, going through education, different levels. You know, Dar es Salaam is a city where there is a lot of people. Population is very high with a lot of competition, a lot of activities going on. But yeah, I'm struggling, and I know that to my age and where I am now, and I'm still focusing for the next level, having my PhD. Yeah, I think everything is okay.
You don't feel that pressure of competition?
Pressure is there. You know, there is advantage of competition as well. If you stay, it's like when we were talking of the comfort zone. Normally, it's not good to be in comfort zone. It's supposed to be outside the comfort, where there is different challenges, different struggling, so that all the time you feel like going to the next level.
Give me 2 reasons or 2 motives that push you where you are today.
You mean to the education, maybe?
Yeah, to that life.
People surrounding me, my colleagues, like most of them, they already have their PhD, and also the conditions and regulations of the university is one of the reasons that makes me or influence me to think outside the box, like struggling to the further studies and so forth. That for the side of the academics. Yeah, and that's what I'm focusing to.